Hello there, Dragonfire here. Alright, we're hopping on to do a review of the Final Destination franchise. Alright, there are currently 5 films in this franchise, although another one is supposed to be coming out soon. Um, for this review, I think I'm just going to do it all in one video review and ranking. There's not much to say about this franchise. It's a fun franchise to watch, not incredibly complicated to understand. Basically, what happens is it's always set up with introducing a group of characters. One of them has a premonition about how everybody's going to die in this big horrific accident. He then warns the others about the accident. Of course, people don't necessarily believe him, but he ends up saving a few and getting some people to safety or whatnot. And then uh, when they when they when the disaster ends up happening and a whole bunch of people end up dying, there's a small group of survivors left who don't die in the initial big calamity accident thing, and then death comes for them one by one. This franchise seems to have some fairly consistent rules where death comes at them in the same order they would have died during the calamity, except for in the second movie where they give some convoluted explanation of why death is going in reverse order this time. Um, Also, you cannot skip the line. If you're meant to die in a certain order, you're meant to die in a certain order. You can't skip the line by killing yourself. In this movie franchise, they established that, I believe, in the second film. And then, but they do say that you can kill someone in order to take their life, so to speak. And um, that concept is introduced in the fifth movie, which really made me puzzle. Like, wait, you can kill someone else, but you can't kill yourself. But I think it's also supposed to be that the person you kill needs to be a person not on the list. So basically, uh, once once they die, you take their place, you take their spot. All right. Um, these movies are known for extremely bad acting, and but the pretty bad acting, I would say, throughout the series as a whole. I just don't believe that these characters are really in these situations and responding to them the way that a normal human being would respond to these situations or whatever. I think for the most part, some pretty bad acting in this series, and uh, yeah. So let's see here. It's 5 movies in the franchise right now, and I am going to give my ranking for the franchise. Again, not much to say about each individual movie. They're just kind of there, and they're fun, especially the first time you watch them. And some of them are a little better on rewatch than others, but basically the main thing you come to this franchise for is to see how death is going to stalk and kill its victims that cheated death once, but death comes right back around and tries to kill you again. Now, there is one thing that can kind of stop it, and that is that if someone intervenes through premonition or whatever, they have, and they know you're going to die. If they intervene, they can help save you from when you are going to die. But and then death will move on to the next person on the list. But once they run through the list again, it circles back around. So you never really get off death's list. until they introduce the new concept in the fifth movie that you can kind of take someone else's place. And instead of dying when you were originally meant to die, you get to die when that other person dies instead, I guess, or when that other person was originally meant to die. So, yeah, it's kind of convoluted and weird, but it's an interesting franchise nonetheless. Probably for me, my number 5, the current 5 movies that are out, I'm probably going to go with number 4 in last place. Number 4 will get my number 5. It's called The Final Destination. Yeah, it's a stupid title for a sequel. All they did was add the word "the" to the title of the original movie, but whatever. But also, it's just kind of a blah movie. For my number 4, I'm gonna have to go with the original. For the first one, Final Destination, or Final Destination 1, whatever you want to call it. It's fine for what it is. It introduces the concept, and now you know what you're in for the franchise. Final Destination 3 is going to get my 3rd place. Number 3 lands on number 3. Yeah, it's a fine movie. How about Final Destination 2? It's going to get my silver medal, my 2nd place. This one maybe has the best opening sequence of any movie, like the opening premonition where everyone dies in this horrific car pile-up. That's the setup for each of these movies, is these horrific things that happen, whether it's a bridge collapsing, a car pile-up, a plane explosion, those different setups for all these massive people to all die, thing where they all pretty much die at one time in this one big major event, and then death comes for them to get those who got out of the way. Anyway, and then we're going to go with my gold medal goes to Final Destination 5. This is a fine series. I just like, there's some parts about 5 that I really enjoy. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's a fun movie. So anyway, there you have it. My top 5, which there are only 5 films currently in the franchise, but making my top 5 is the 4th movie. Then moving up to my Mount Rushmore, starting out with movie number 1. Then my bronze medal goes to the 3rd movie, my silver medal to the 2nd movie, and my gold medal for part 5. What is your ranking of the Final Destination franchise? Have you seen all 5 movies? If you haven't, give them a go. They're pretty enjoyable, and I hope you like it. Hope you enjoy yourself. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless everybody. Dragonfire out.